Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora 4X, and we have done a bit of a time skip here again, and there's a few things that I need to go through, but first things first, this enemy jumped right into Valhalla, well not Valhalla but Ymir, through the Nostran jump point. Our jump tender noticed that. It's the scout or the survey ship, so it's not extremely dangerous right now, but what is dangerous is if we go to Nostrand, only jump points that we don't have a ship in here, and all of these do have the thermal sensors and such, is the Ymir point, so there's gonna be another jump point somewhere around here, we just don't know where exactly. And that is concerning. Very much so. But there's a few things that I've decided. I have decided to scrap the colonies that were for money making here in Ymir. Of course that means that we'll lose a little bit of money, but at the same time it will keep the game running a bit smoother for the time being. I decided to not build the jump gate constructors, and instead I designed a jump tender, which is going to be a rather cheap design comparatively. I mean, it's basically the freighter, but with some extra cargo space and less engines. So it's not very quick and all that, but it will be able to jump 50,000 ton commercial ships, which is going to be good for our shipping. And the build point cost is 630, which is not all that bad. Also uses conscripts because sure, why not? And then if we compare it to the freighter, which is 907, and also the crew amount is 215 on the freighter, and tender is only 126. So there is a large difference in there, which certainly makes this a lot cheaper design. And we can actually build these on almost, well, not everything, but for example, have a look at the oiler. It can build the jump tenders. Then the colony ship can build also the jump tenders. And okay, the harvesting ships and so all the whalers and fishermen can't build those, but that's fine. We've also built a bit more unsung so far, but since we don't have a carrier quite yet built, they're just sitting at the base for the time being. But let's jump back to Ymir. Now we have a bit of a problem. It's pretty far away. We won't be able to spot it for all that long. But considering that it's going to be a survey ship, it's probably going to be heading there. Also, I'm just going to not show the passive range. We won't be able to spot it until it reaches around here with our deep space tracking stations, which is not great. We do have the Patrol 1 over here, as well as the patrol reserves, but the patrol reserves only have ATMs, which probably won't be all that great for this purpose. But these, they have done their overhaul actually. What we're gonna do is we're gonna refuel. We do have the actives on. What we're gonna move to is the planet 9. So move to there, because that's probably where we will see it first. I haven't, I mean, I know a little bit about the ship. If we have a look at so it's the Gizame. We've already killed one of them, and what we know is that there's only one layer of armor. The cross section is rather small. So the estimated tonnage is a bit smaller than you'd expect, but that's fine. It doesn't have much thermal signature, and the observed speed is rather slow. So we'll probably get there first, but then what we can do is we can start heading towards the jump point, assuming that they are heading there. I mean, we don't know for sure, but that seems like the logical option if they are going to be doing surveying here. But what is really concerning is where the heck is the dormant jump point in Nostrand then? Also, let's go to minerals, that's usually a good idea. Right, we're going to take a 5-second increment just to see which way they are heading. Hold on. Contacts. Hold on. Well, there would be... I thought there would be a way to set that it shows the heading. And there probably is. There's just a lot of places that you need to go through. Ah, there we go. Heading 64. So it's going up there. Or maybe they are heading back inside, because they might have... Yeah, I think they are heading back to the jump point. Because they realize that there's some hostile contacts here. That seems to be the case. I think I'm going to keep the heading stuff on for now. Yep, it transits back. Okay. I'll need to do a I'll send Patrol 1 after them, I think. I mean, don't really have to, but I'd like to not leave them here. I mean, if we can follow them, they might show us where the jump point is. I'm not sure if that's how it works. I've never really dealt with the stuff there. Let's remove all. And let's go on transit through Nostrand. Now, it's probably take a little while. I mean, it's going to take days for us to actually reach here. One thing that I could do... So I could send this one over. Doesn't have much fuel, but it doesn't need to. But basically we'll phase out the colony ships and such that are currently doing the jump tending with the newer and cheaper ones, which will be much more beneficial for us. We can then start using the survey ship, or the colony ships, for taking population to Mimir, for example. Okay, so Nostrand, we have that. Let's have a look at Nostrand. I think we haven't spotted them. Which means that they've left the area already. We don't have anything with active sensors here, which is going to be a problem. Yeah, we gave them a little bit too much time. And it's going to take a while for the patrol to actually arrive here. But now that we know that they are over here, I mean, it's rather dangerous to have all the jump ships on this side. So what I could do is take all of them back, but actually, let's have a look. There's not a huge place. What we could potentially do, I think they've been doing survey or jump. Hold on, the jump point surveys, because we didn't spot them over here. I mean, we don't have deep space tracking station or anything like that, but I do believe the whalers do actually have at least the very tiniest sensors. Yeah, they do have thermal sensors. Not very good ones, mind you, but a little bit. And if they were to hit the same body as these are, then we would have spotted them. Barely, but still. Well, they know that there's some sort of activity here, but I don't know where they came from, is the problem. I suspect it's probably somewhere around here, the jump point. But that's as much as I can tell, really. Now, here's the deal. Let's have a quick look. Njord, we have maintenance capacity of 3,200 tons, which is not very much, to be fair. And okay, we're still building more construction factories and maintenance facilities, but it's not very quick. Population growth is still kind of hindered by the lack of infrastructure over there. Mimir, on the other hand, is having a severe lack of workers. I mean, we do have some... We have 5 research facilities over there already, so that's about half of their demand for workers on its own. And then we have stopped adding more stuff to the production queue here, because they are still having shortage for the ground unit training, and they also have one of the longboats here doing overhaul. And since there's no uranium, then there's a bit of a problem with that. I mean, it does have the maintenance facility capacity for that. Alright, and we did get the annual genetic, or the genetic lab at one point or another. Also, we do have 6 terraforming stations, which means that, well, to be fair, it's still going to take several years for the oxygen levels to be what they need to be, and then we still need to increase the temperature a little bit. But once we get the oxygen levels high enough, then it should increase the population that we can support. Of course, we currently have quite a bit less than the limit anyway. Yeah, I should have moved in the jump tender immediately after them, just so that I could have seen which way they were heading. That's dangerous. One thing that I can do is I could move these back. Oh, we recovered another automated mine on Mimir. Excellent. The garrison battalion's leader retired. And that's about it, really. How far is the Humir, or the Patrol 1 from the jump point? Still pretty far away. And these are old ships, so they don't really have all that great spotting ranges or anything like that. Speaking of which, the Patrol 2 on Alta, do they have any better ranges? Oh right, one of the Gizanas we did destroy over here, so they've sent another one somewhere else. And it managed to find a jump point to Nastrand. We don't know where, but it's from somewhere, that's for sure. I mean, honestly, it could actually be one of the jump points in Mimir. If you have a look at the map here, there's a lot of jump points in there. It might very well be a jump point through there. Maybe. Because we know that they had a deep space tracking station in Zhatelier. Speaking of which, we haven't actually been there in a long while. We might want to do that sooner or later, just to make sure that there's still enemies in there. We have been doing, or getting rid of some of the wrecks around here with the salvager. And it turns out that the ships that we destroyed had very rudimental, very old technology, let's put it that way. Like the tracking speeds were the very smallest one and all that. I mean, they've probably increased their tech since then, but not necessarily too much. I mean, to be fair, we are playing on 75% difficulty, simply because we know that we need to fight off a quite difficult enemy. Okay, Patrol 1 completed orders. You know what, I'm gonna send the jump point tender at least back on the other side. And then the patrol, let's have a look. Patrol 2, what is your situation? You're already at 3 months, so we might as well send in the Patrol 1 to Alta and go to the Aurora jump point and relieve those of their duty. What we can do next time is just move in the... If they try to move in here with another explorer, we just move in the jump tender across. But I mean, another thing that we could do, let's have a look. So this is from here to around where there's the planet around there. It would be about 3 billion, 3.3. Now, to be fair, we'd need quite a bit of tracking stations over there, I think. If we have a look at the Humir, with the strength that they had, we can only spot like few hundred million kilometers is the range. So we'd need a heck ton of them. So no, that's not really an option. What we could do, technically, is send in some Athenians to be guarding that. Just so that, I mean, they won't be able to do much damage, I suppose, on the enemy. Well, depends what it is, really. If it's another survey ship, they only have 1 layer of armor, so the gauss cannons, if we can get within range of firing, which is not very much, then we should be able to fire upon the enemy ships, get several penetrations, maybe destroy some components, maybe even engines, really. Because it's a fairly small vessel, low speed, so what it might be is it's a commercial, or the smallest commercial engine that they could fit in there. 1 sensor, or like survey sensor, and maybe some other sensors. And that's about it, really. I mean, some fuel and so forth. But it's not a large ship, so we might be able to do that. I mean, how much do we have stuff in the patrol reserve here? It's quite a few Athenians. There's also some of these... Oh, we actually have new spikes. Well, I'll be damned. If I had known that... First of all, let's make sure that we get some proper missiles in here. We have started getting some of the magnetoplasma drive size 6 missiles. What we're going to do is we're going to take, I think, 18 per ship is what we can do. Actually, maybe 24. 24 and then some anti-missile missiles. Only 8 of them, but then these are not really meant to be anti-missile duty anyway. So we got that. I forgot that I had another set of spikes here. And then these. So it was 24 of the... Oh, we don't actually have 24. Now, another thing that I could probably use on that is the mine. So if we take up a bit less of these, like 16 of those, and then the MPD mines, take 8 of them, we can drop down some mines on the jump point at least. Again, probably won't be extremely good at it, but they might be able to help on that. I mean, they are using squad transit, of course, which does mean that they have a bit less of jump shock and all that, which, if they are clever, they will easily be able to avoid the mines. But yeah, we got the mines, and we'll add in the anti-missile. Actually, those are the wrong anti-missile missiles. Since we've been building these new ones, so might as well use them. But yeah, that's a little bit of mines there, and I think 8 will be enough to destroy at least the survey ship if they re-enter through that. Yeah, what I think I'll do is I'll separate these two spikes into their separate group. Like, be that maybe Patrol 3 then, or something like that. And then what we'll do is we'll actually take off some of these as well. We're going to put in 2 sets of mines. We're going to put one on the other side of the Nastrand Himir jump point, or one salvo on either side. So it will give us at least the information on what direction they are approaching from. It will also give us a tiny bit of extra warning before the enemy actually arrives there. So we'll just add in another 8 of these. Now, we do need to be a bit careful on how to do these things. But yeah, now that we have those, we can take these and then we can rename this into Patrol 3, I suppose. Now, we got the ammunition. Now what we can do is we can go into combat overview real quick. Clear everything. Hold on. No, the missiles have been assigned, but the... Hold on. That clears the... fire controls, but there's no targets right now. Just trying to figure out a little bit here. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to actually... Oh, we clear... Oh, right, okay. Right, and if we use this one for the... So we assign that. And then we assign these. We need to do only one of them at a time. So this one's, I believe, Spike 3. No, Spike Mark 2, number 3. It should be, yeah. And now that we have that, where's the Patrol 3? There you are. So, Nastrand jump point, move to, launch missiles at. Hold on, we do need to clear out the stuff from the other ship as well. So, clear, clear, and clear. So that we have nothing assigned to the fire control, so we will only be firing the mines. This much I have learned so far. And with the better... Well, the Spike 2s actually are at least faster than the Spike 1s. Don't think they have much longer... They don't actually have longer spotting range right now, but that's fine. but at least that's going to give us a tiny bit of warning system. And what I will probably do is I will go back and forth and set up mines on each of these jump points on Nostrand, on either side of the jump points really, just so that we can catch if they transit from somewhere. But unfortunately we are out of time, so I'll probably do this off camera, and next time I'll bring you back with once we've done all the mine laying, or if we spot the enemy again. So, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.